Hello, everyone. My name is Enlin Zhang, Senior Solution Engineer here with Solver. Today, I'm presenting Elevate Your Sage ERP Investment with Solver's AI Accelerated FP&A tool. So first, what is Solver? Solver is an AI accelerated extended financial planning platform, analysis platform. It's it increases access to actionable insight beyond the finance department. And the extended means that offering a solution beyond just finance into areas like sales, marketing, operations, HR, and beyond. Solver X FP&A solution includes everything that you see here on the wheel on the left. It's planning, budgeting, forecasting, workflow. It includes reporting like financial reporting, reporting packages from multiple data sources. Obviously, ERP, like any Sage ERP, like Intacct, other Sage ERP, can be plugged into directly to Solver, but also non-ERP data sources like your CRM, HubSpot, or Salesforce, payroll data like headcount, or any other operational data that are in other databases can be included in Solver and then be part of your reporting packages. Moving along the wheel here, next is analysis. Think rich dashboard, KPIs that takes your data and turns it into insights by helping you answer questions that you didn't know you didn't even know you might have. So when you see your data represented visually rather than just in a traditional data format, insights will pop out at you and helps accelerate more intelligent decisions. And finally, on the left of this wheel here, Solver is a powerful consolidation tool, bringing together, say, multiple companies, multiple entities, or multi-currency, or even multiple ERPs, allowing you have access to all of your history while being able to refresh your latest data. Okay. Moving on to the next slide here, what a challenge that many businesses have. They don't have a single source of truth, which slows down decision making, which doesn't bring enough transparency and visibility into the business. They don't have insights. Or even if they have a good set of reports, it's a burdensome manual process that are prone to error, and it takes a long time to refresh. And finally, that typically they heavily rely on their finance or accounting team, and it's all done in Excel, and it lacks real-time updates. So 45% of the team tend to spend their time, finance team tend to spend their time in activities like data collection or validation. And the number one FP&A challenge is lack of trusted data and in a single source of truth. Okay, and this is where if you could imagine with me, if you have a specialist in every area of your FP&A, that would be your dream, right? Some of them gathering data, organizing the information, analyzing the results. Then they can make some forecasts, develop recommendations, help us build some model, get some what if analysis, finally surface the findings, generate reports. If we have all of that help, how do you think that will help you and your team make faster and more intelligent decisions? It'll probably give you a lot of value. And you would agree that it gives you more time to focus on higher value tasks rather than the manual ones. This is where Solver offers a solution. Solver was built to offer a solution around data. We're connecting it to multiple sources of data on the left here. Again, Sage ERP is one of the data source that we can connect to, or any other data sources that you can think of. Then we consolidate them into a single source of truth. Then you have all the functionality that supports that you can bring out the data from, planning, reporting, consolidation. All the users on the right interact with this data set via a web browser. They can directly consume the reports from a web browser, They can input their budgets, leverage Solver Copilot to give them their insights. These reports that they consume are designed by a power user in Excel using the Solver Designer add-in. So you don't have to learn another language. You can use Excel formulas that you love and you're familiar with, and your reports will just work. And the difference is that these templates are not just living on someone's email attachment or a share folder. This is all living in Solver's product itself and Solver's data warehouse in the one version of the truth. Okay. So now I'm going to give you a quick demo of Solver. I'm logged into Solver on my Chrome browser here. I'm going to go over a report example. In this report, this is what we called a monthly reporting package. Up above here, we have report parameters that you can run various parameters on. Again, these are some of the data sources where once you bring them in, you can run various segment of this report, including entity, department, what budget scenario you want to compare it to. I'm going to, for today's presentation, I'm going to focus on this consolidated P&L tab. In this specific tab, what we have shown here is in the columns, you have your current period, your last period, or your budget was. You have your variance compared to last year, variance compared to budget as well. In the rows, you have revenue, cost of sales, all the way down to net income. So this gives a comprehensive insight to a business on their financials, right? So in this view, not only can I directly go into some of these drill down and see what the sub accounts are made up of, I can also leverage Solver's Copilot AI to dig in and scan some of the anomalies that I might have. So if you were to walk into a board meeting and you're looking to present what is my finding, what was my result this month, what insight are you going to go into that meeting with, right? I can start asking this report that lives in your solver instance some basic questions, right? So some of the first basic question that I can ask, and I have the command already ready to go here. Like for example, what is my top revenue contributor? I can ask Solver Copilot AI here. It's going to give me that insight right here. So rather than you scanning manually, digging through various reports and columns to get this insight, this already presented that to you right away. And then you can ask some more complex questions. So let's say I'm asking a question like, what is the biggest increase in revenue actual versus last year, right? This is typically something that you will want to know where's your biggest revenue driver, how does it compare to last year? Rather than scan you manually, again, Solver Copilot will give you this right away, okay? Now, if I'm walking into a board meeting and I'm looking at this report thinking, hey, I really need more than just two simple questions. I can ask a question that's more complex, like, hey, as a world-class CFO reviewing this P&L report, identify the top 3 anomalies, value, trends, or relationships that appears unusual or inconsistent. For each anomaly, explain why it stands out and then what might be causing it. So not only are you understanding the why, but also what's causing it, the root cause, and then make a recommendation around one area that deserves deeper investigation. So again, this will start scanning through this report that you have here, all using your existing data and your existing reports to help you surface that insight. So I'll just give this a minute here for it to run. There you go. So now you can see this breaks down the top 3 anomalies in the P&L. What are the 3 areas here? What are the observation, why it stands out, and the possible causes. So now you can take this to your board meeting and really walk into that board meeting with better insight. Again, with AI, always treat it as your first year financial analyst and validate your data. So I'm coming back over to my slide here. Yeah, so Solver built out, Solver has expertise in various industry. And not only have we worked with, we are industry agnostic, but we have worked with lots of industries to build out a suite of solutions that are industry specific. So here are some examples of those pre-built industry templates or reports that we might have. We have manufacturing templates that are focused on production costs, forecasting. We have nonprofit templates that are very focused on specific nonprofit reporting, like grant reportings and areas that are specific to those, to the nonprofit vertical. Okay. And then finally, I want to leave you with a 6 trends to watch in 2026. Definitely, if you're interested in learning more about solvers and what trends we should watch in the FP&A world in 2026, feel free to scan the QR code here or reach out to our team or me to learn more about Solver.
Thank you so much, Enlin.